answer it.
Sir, 24.
You are right. Can you tell how?
Sir, for first, there are 3 elements in A and 4 elements in B. So for the first element, there are 4 possibilities. Then for the second element, there are 3 possibilities. And for the third element, there are 2 possibilities. So 4 into 3 into 2.
Anyway, that is a point discussed, and that's coming in the end of this today's session. You will see it is a repetition of one of the earlier day. But let me see. I will ask questions also in between. Please watch carefully. There is no need of too much explanation here. This because it is a revisional topic. I'm just going through all the kind of functions, type of functions, many one into, many one onto, one to one into, one to one onto. Okay. Onto is also known as surjection. Into is known as injection. One to one and onto. It is known as injection and subjection and hence bijection. What is? Can you tell me? Can you identify this function by this? What kind of function is this? Anyone can answer? Difficulty? I will give the arrow diagram. Easy. What kind of function is this? First of all, is it one to one? Is it one to one?
No, sir.
No, because 3 and 4 has same image. That is how we identify. Second, is it onto?
No, sir.
That is how we identify. It is neither 1-1 nor onto because it is not 1-1 because 2 elements have same image. That is 3 and 4 has same image. It is not onto because the 6 and 7 have no pre-image. So it is neither 1-1 nor onto. It is many one and into. Right? Many one and into. Okay, let me take this. Can you tell without arrow diagram of fan? What kind of function is this? You read from here. 1, 2, 3. Further, 4. Now image set. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 3, 4, 5, 6 are there. 7 is not coming as an image. 7 is not coming as an image. So it is not onto. But it is 1-1. Why it is 1-1? Because no 2 elements have same image. Look at the diagram. It is 1-1, but not onto. It is 1-1, but into. Now you tell me this. What kind of function? Three and 4 have same image. Image of 3 is 5. Image of 4 is also 5. So many 2. Codomain is P, that is 3, 4, 5. 3 is here, 4 is here, 5 is here. So all the elements in the codomain is coming in the range. So it is onto. So what kind? It is many one onto. Now the diagram. Many one onto. Is it clear? It is many one because 3 and 4 has same image. It is many one onto. Okay, what about this? 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 4, 6. 1, 3. Is there any element having more than one image? I mean, any 2 elements having same image? No, 3 is not repeated. 4 and 3, 4, 5, 6 all are here. It is 1-1 and onto. It's a bijection. It's a bijection. Now from the diagram, can you identify what kind of function this? I have not written any elements, but that you can read. What kind? Come on. Who will respond? Pushti, you keep your microphone on and tell me, what kind of function is this? Come on.
Sir,
Ah,
this is not a function.
why not? Well, put your argument. Then you respond, then only I will know why it is not a function. I want that kind of response. Yeah, why it is not a function?
Sir, because there is no unique solution.
Unique image. Say take up one. Does one have many images? No. Does two have many images? No. Does three have many images? No. So it is a function. But many have same image. So many to one.
Many to one function.
When is it not a function? If one itself, one element, one itself has two images, suppose 6 is also an image of 1, then it is not a function. Are you getting that? If one element has more than one image, it is not a function. If one element has more than one image, it is not a function. Many elements may have same image. That is what we call many to one. That's what we call many to one. So it is a many to one function. And is it onto or into? Onto means all the elements in the codomain has pre-image. Into means some element in the codomain is left out. So that is into. So it is not onto, this is many one into. Because 10 has no pre-image. Clear? Well, let me take next. What kind is this?
Many to one and onto.
Many to one and onto. Good. No doubt. Many one and onto. Fine. What about this?
1 and into.
One to one and into. Right. And obviously this is one to one and onto. Okay. One to one and onto. Fine. Okay. Suppose a function from A to B, where A and B are finite sets. If number of A is less than number of B, then I cannot define onto function. If A has less elements, B has more elements. From A to B, it is not possible to get an onto function. Provided A and B are finite sets. If they are infinite sets, possible. We have seen from N to Z, it was possible. But if A and B are finite sets, if number of A is smaller than number of B, then from A to B cannot be onto. And the same way, if number of A is bigger than number of B, or if A has more elements, then it cannot be one to one. Many elements must have one image. It cannot be one to one. Right? And if range and codomain are equal, means it is onto. Codomain and range are equal, means it is onto. Clear? And if number of A and number of B are equal, then one to one means onto. Remember, this is only when A and B are finite sets. Otherwise, not necessary. Suppose I have from N to N, A and B are same sets, N to N, Fx equal to 2x. It is one to one, but not onto. There A and B are same set itself. Number of A and number of B are same, but it is one to one, but not onto. From N to N, Fx equal to 2x. One to one, but not onto. In the same way, we can define from N to N onto, but not one to one also. So this is valid only when A and B are finite sets. Okay. Okay. Now you answer this. Number of A is M and number of B is N. How many functions are possible? This was one of yesterday's question. How many functions are possible from A to B? Recollecting? How many functions are possible from A to B? We discussed yesterday.
2 raised to mn.
2 raised to mn. That's right. There are 2 raised to mn, 2 raised to mn is the number of relations. I also said right. But 2 raised to mn is the number of relations. Let us see how it comes. Let us see. Number of A is 3 and number of B is 4. A cross B has 12 elements, 2 raised to 12 relations. 2 raised to mn is the number of relations, but my question is number of functions. Now let us see. Since this element 1, how many images possible? Element 1, 4 images possible. 1 has 4 images. What about element 2? How many images possible for 2? How many images possible for 2? I am only talking about possible images. 1 can have only 1 image, 2 also can have only 1 image. Tell me, how many possible images are there for 2?
4.
Also, 5 can be an image, 6 can be an image. 4 possibilities are there. Number of possible images for 2 also is 4. Now that for 3 also is 4. And so on. So this is 4 into 4 into 4. That is 4 raised to 3. Right? So if this is m and this is n, the number of possible functions from A to B is n raised to m. 2 raised to mn is the number of relations. Are you getting? 2 raised to mn is the number of relations. Number of functions will be n raised to m. Each of these elements in A has n possible images. So n into n into n multiplied how many times? M times. So the answer is n raised to m. Clear? Number of possible functions from A to B is n raised to m. Now you answer how many one-to-one functions provided m is smaller. You answered today. That is npm. npm. You can see how it comes. How it comes. Well, if you want a one-to-one function, any combination of 3 elements from here. Out of 4, you select any 3. Out of 4, you select any 3 and arrange. Not only selection. 5, 6, 7. Could be 6, 5, 7 is another function. F of 1 is 5, F of 2 is 6, F of 3 is 7. Not only that selection, it is the arrangement. F of 1 is 6 and F of 2 is 5 and F of 3 is 7, another function. Right? It is the arrangement of arrangement is permutation. Any arrangement of 3 elements taken out of 4 elements gives a one-to-one function. Because there are 3 elements here. Any arrangement of 3 from here, that is 4p3. 4p3. Number of one-to-one functions from A to B is 4p3. That is, in our case, it is npm. Okay. Well, these were asked in board question also. Suppose a vertical line intersects the graph of fx more than 1, then it does not represent function. Can give 4 graphs and you have to identify which of them intersect the curve, intersect a vertical line. So here a vertical line intersect more than once. It cannot be a function because one particular x, you have several x value, fx value. One x, we cannot have several fx values. It's not a function. If any vertical line intersects a curve, it cannot represent a function. Further, if a horizontal line intersects the graph more than once, then it cannot be one-to-one. Why? Because here, if I draw any horizontal line and if it intersects the curve more than once, look at here, more than once. What happens is that for particular, for different values of x, x1 and x2, we have same fx1 and same fx2. Different values of x, same fx value. It is many to one. It is many to one. If a horizontal line intersects the curve more than once, it is many to one. Okay? Fine. Some examples of functions, identity function. I don't need to specify, you know it well. Identity function, domain and codomain. If it is defined on A, we call IA. If it is defined on R, I call IR. If I don't know how to specify the domain, I simply say I. It is from one set to another set. Domain and range will be same. It is one to one and on to. Identity function is a bijection. Okay. Further, modulus function. You know modulus function. Mod x. Modulus of 2 is 2. Modulus of minus 2 is also 2. Mod x is x if x is more than or equal to 0. And mod x is minus x if x is less than 0. This is from 11th topic. Mod x. Domain. It is defined for all R. The range is from 0. 0 is possible. 0 to infinity. Okay. Graph of mod x is just a V type passing through origin. Constant function. It is K for all x. Domain is R. Range is a singleton set K. Range is a singleton set K. It is not one to one. Constant function is not one. It's many one. Okay. Signum function. Sign of number. Sign of number. Sign. If the number is positive, sign is considered +1. If the sign is negative, it is considered -1. If the number is 0 itself, we call sign is 0. Sign, I'm assigning a number for the sign. +1, -1, and 0. Domain is set of real numbers. Range consists of only 3 elements. Right? You know, sign function, signal. And the graph will be like this. Phi equal to signal function. Integer part, greatest integer function. Greatest integer not exceeding that number. Greatest integer not exceeding that number. F of 2.5 is 2. F of 6.9 is 6. Who will tell what is F of -7.2? F of -7.2. F of -4.2. Integer part of -4.2. Who will tell? Come on. Pushti is answering. What is integer part of -4.2? Let the answer go wrong, right? There is no problem. Integer part of -4.2. Integer part of -4.2. Integer part of the integer, greatest integer not exceeding. It is not -4. -4 is bigger than this. It is -5. Integer part of -7.3 is -8, not -7. Because that -8, -7 is a bigger number. Okay. Domain is R. Range is set of integers. This is the graph. It is known as a step function. Polynomial function. Polynomial function. It is from R to R. Domain is always R. For every polynomial, domain is R. The codomain is also R. But range depends on the polynomial. If it is a linear polynomial, domain of every polynomial function is R. If it is a linear polynomial, it is the codomain is of R. I mean, range is also R. I'm making it more general. If the degree of the polynomial is odd, then the range is also R. You can think of why and how. Whereas if the degree is even, it cannot be R. More importantly, if the degree of the polynomial is even, it cannot be R. It will be a proper subset of R. So before proceeding, suppose I ask a cubic polynomial function, whatsoever it is, a cubic polynomial function. Suppose I have a polynomial function, fx equal to cubic polynomial. What is the possible kind of graph? Suppose the graph is like this, cubic polynomial, it goes to R. There is only 1 0. Whereas if the graph is going like this, it's like this, it has 2 zeros. Whereas if it is like this, come on, it has 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3. Maximum 3 zeros. A cubic polynomial can have a maximum 3 zeros, but the range is set of real numbers. In the same way, if it is odd, if the degree is odd, always the range is set of real numbers. Square root function, we know square root of x, positive root of x. Domain is What is the domain of a square root function? When I say f from R to R, actually there is some problem. It cannot be defined. The domain is not R in fact. Domain is R dash. That is where set of x belongs to R, x more than or equal to 0. That domain is actually 0 to infinity. I should say here R dash to R. Range is R dash. Same thing, 0 to infinity. Because if the number is less than 0, fx is not defined, fx is also will not be a negative number. Rational polynomial function, that is px by qx. Domain is the intersection of the domain. Both of them have same domain R itself, but the denominator should not be 0. Qx should not be 0. So the domain of a rational polynomial function is set of real numbers except the points where the denominator is 0. Except the point where the denominator is 0. Okay? Domain is R minus zeros of qx. R minus zeros of qx. Range we have to find out. Well, trigonometry functions I discussed on another day. If you want, I can take up again. Inverse trigonometry function, now we know, you must know well. If you want again, I can revise once again. Exponential function also we discussed. Logarithmic function. These are the kind of functions which you are going to encounter. I think now I discussed all these functions. If you want any discussion on any day, I can bring out any of these. I want you to answer these questions now. Can you answer right now? Log 125 to the base 25 equal to x. What is x? Anyone can answer. You can, if you have pen and paper, you can sit and calculate and tell me. I will give you a minute time. 1 minute is more than sufficient. Log 125 to the base 25 equal to x. Log 125 to the base 25 equal to x.
5.
25 raised to 5. Is it 125? Well, let me write on this screen 125. I write 125 is equal to 1. Can you see this? I think you can't see that. 125. Some of you answer. $125. I write 125. 125 equal to 25 raised to x. 25 raised to x. Now, what I do is that 125 is 5 cube, 5 cube, 5 cube equal to 5 squared raised to x. 5 squared raised to x. 5 cube equal to 5 squared raised to x. Or 5 cube equal to 5 raised to 2x. 5 cube equal to 5 raised to 2x. So 3 equal to 2x or x equal to 3 by 2. X equal to 3 by 2. Right? Log 125 to the base 25 equal to x. So 125 equal to 25 raised to x. Okay. So 5 cube equal to 5 raised to 2 whole raised to x. That is 5 raised to 2x, or 3 equal to 2x, or x equal to 3 by 2. So here the answer is 3 by 2. 3 by 2. Can you answer what is log 64 to the base 32?
6 by 5.
I'll tell you easy way. Log a to the base b is log a upon log b to a different base. So you can say log 125 upon log 25. You take the base 5. Log 125 to the base 5 is 3. Log 25 to the base 5 is 2. So 3 by 2. Log a to the base b is log a upon log b. Give a convenient b. Log 625 to the base 32 is log 64 to the base 32 is log 64 to the base upon log 32. What is log 64 to the base 2? You take any base. Let us take base common base 2. Log 64 to the base 2 is 6. Log 32 to the base 2 is 5. So the answer is 6 by 5. Otherwise you write 64 equal to 32 raised to x. 64 is 2 raised to 6. 32 is 2 raised to 5. So 2 raised to 6 equal to 2 raised to 5x, or 6 equal to 5x, x equal to 6 by 5. Log 32 equal to x raised to 5 by 2. You write 32 equal to x raised to 5 by 2. 32 means 2 raised to 5 equal to x raised to 5 by 2. You can raise the power to 2 by 5. You will get x. Well, I end today's session by this. You may work out this question. Log 9 raised to log 5 to base 3. Do you need more discussion on log another day? For revision, you can ask me for any topic.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then
Logarithm 1.
I'll bring on that. Okay. We will.